Hello all of you risk takers and truth seekers to podcast life the battlefield, and today I want to share with you the vlog for the day 4 and 5. Why is that? Because I spent almost 48 hours in this amazing city called Belgrade, which is the capital city of Republic of Serbia. But let me start from beginning. As I mentioned in my previous vlog, I fly from Dubai to Serbia via Fly Dubai. It's a low budget carrier. It's a beautiful new planes. You know, it's a well-maintained planes and anything else. But I said, like in my previous vlog, what I have the concerns, it's communication. Communication is a very important part of our daily life. Regardless you're in a business or in a private entity, you're doing the daily jobs, you're going to buy the bread or you're going to buy the milk, communication, it's important. And I think that this is a big disturbance in what language people speak. That being said, I noticed that on a flight to Dubai, the flight attendants have the low English skills. Even by any my standards, I understand, and English is not my first language. So guys, even if you're in a business, I want you to learn that it's important how communication can shape present and future of your life, of your business, and everything else. But let me talk to you now when I landed in Belgrade. Plane comes on time. Beautiful, sunny, beautiful day. I think myself like, this is like a true spring as I remember as a kid. For those who don't know, I was born in Croatia. My city where I was born, it's 120 kilometers, sort of northwest from here. But the airport in Belgrade, it's closer to my city than if I go in Croatian capital city for 250 kilometers. So that's the reason why I come in Belgrade, because I can easier access my birthplace from here than from capital city in Croatia. Now, that being said, plane comes on time. It's a Serbian new brand airport. One thing was striking straight away. And as I say, my reviews doesn't concerning nobody, and I don't want to talk how comfortable seats they are or how beautiful meal it is, because that is irrelevant. The travel, it's about reaching destination. It's about way how you're traveling. It's how safely you can travel and all these things I'm seeing. But anyway, long story short, on airport, boom, opens the door. 3 cops in plain clothes. The badges, like I'm in a Hollywood movie, I'm thinking myself like, wow, what's happening here? They're checking the passports. So that's after the doors of the plane being opened. Never saw this before in my life. Maybe I witnessed it once or twice in my life, where the special forces run into the plane because obviously they have a tip of somebody was amongst us, you know, they arrest that person straight away. So like, you know, I saw this, I done this in my life. Anyway, but then I saw the French guy in French uniform. I said to him, are you a real French police officer? He says, yes. We are we? I said, sacre bleu. What's the point? He says to me, kangaroo. I say, you, croissant. So we exchanged a couple of words, you know, of being happy with each other. And he says, we stop to prevent migration on a level happen right now. I was like, wow. So that's what I said in previous vlog. Anyway, waiting for the suitcase. After walking almost 20 minutes from the gate, the plane parked to come to the baggage area, right? Anyway, there's nothing new for me. It's the same in Croatia. So like, you know, doesn't matter. Whatever I can, you know, painted it, you know, I mean, national colors, whatever it is, it's the same, almost same mentality. 20 minutes from that gate to the baggage area. 1 hour we waiting for the baggage. 1 hour. Look, by any means that is not acceptable. But then I think myself something differently. The only place where I didn't wait for my luggage longer than 20 minutes is Dubai. And that is because they have a different leadership. They employ more people. In Sydney, it's the same thing. On domestic flights, you can go in a restaurant and you can have the lunch while you're waiting that Qantas delivers your luggage, if they deliver. I mean, that's not a review about Qantas. I mean, I don't fly with them very often, only if there is no choices. I mean, there's nobody else can go by any means, it's a Qantas. Then only time I go on a Qantas flight. But that's the only company I know who can exceed the hours of waiting for luggage. So that was for me a big shock. Secondly, when you're coming out on the airport, 2 things I learned very quickly. That is, wild west with the taxis is gone. It's gone. You need to go on machine, pick up some type of certificate, ticket, whatever it is, which guarantee you that price from this airport, wherever you go, it's guaranteed. Before, it was the Wild West. I remember coming every year 4, 5, 6 times in Europe, coming Belgrade as well, passing by to go in my home city. It's wild, wild west. So guys, when you come to Belgrade airport, very important, on the right hand side you can see when you're coming out, it's a blue machine, says a taxi, you take that certificate, give the driver says it's guaranteed price. That's it, boom. He can't charge you more. He can't charge you more because the paper says this, you know what I mean? So I'm glad to see that sort of, I would say, advancement in economy, because before everybody was charging whatever they want. But before I left the building, before the Elvis left the building, I need to pass the custom. So hundreds of people passing by, and a lady comes to me from custom. You, I said, yeah, okay, me. That's okay. You don't need to ask, but why me? Same thing is in Sydney, in US, everywhere. Me. It's a stereotype. Bald guy in black, he must be the criminal. Now I'm the nice guy. Anyway, she scanned all my bags. You have the cameras. What are you gonna do with these cameras? Like, what do you mean what I'm gonna do? Like, you know, it's my cameras. Like, so they have a problem. She says to the people, bring the second-hand cameras, then sell them, resell them like a new one here in the market. So black market in Serbia, it's booming. Let me share this a little bit later with you. So that it is. I come out, a little bit my ego is hurting because only me pulled out. Well, I'm always been pulled out. You know, it's always you. Okay, I have nothing to hide. Or at least I think I have nothing to hide. But the thing is, be prepared, guys. When you're coming outside of the airport in Belgrade, you see the machine, take the ticket, give the driver guaranteed prices so nobody can take advantage of you. Now, let's go move to hotel. So I checked in hotel number 1 center here in a CBD area, heart of Belgrade. It's a beautiful city. You can see the main square downstairs. It's amazingly, you know, it's always clean. You can hear the cars and, you know, the buses, you know, driving. It's 24/7. It's a metropolis, you know. The Belgrade was always a city. I happily come back. But I'll share something about Belgrade a little bit later. But as hotel, I stayed this hotel last year with my son. Unfortunately, my son and I need to share this big bed. And my son wasn't happy with that one, so he slept in a lounge next to me. It's a beautiful 4-star hotel, immaculately clean. People are pleasant, recognize you. You can't expect that the position of the hotel, it's the greatest, you know, no big distance to travel to anything what you want. To the main street, Knez Mihalova street, where you can go on all the shops, coffee shops, restaurants, and list goes on. You can go on the side, there's another all part of the city of Belgrade, there's this authentic cuisine, where there's authentic food and partying and everything else. So like, this is some of the things. So it's you can't be in a more of the heart of Belgrade than here in this hotel. And I highly recommend this hotel, number 1. They recognize me. I didn't been here for 1 year. So as I said, last year I was with my son here on a traveling across to Europe, across the globe. And we stay in this hotel. The people are very pleasant. They are very open and they're very warm. They really here wanted to help you. So let me share some historical events and current data about this hotel. In the heart of Belgrade, at the epicenter of cultural heritage, there is a 4-star boutique hotel, Center number 1. It is located in the hub of the capital, at Republic Square, opposite the monument of the Knez Mihailo Obrenović. The Center number 1 view extends to the symbols of Serbian culture from the late 19th century. One of the most beautiful buildings in Belgrade, designed by the Belgrade branch of the Czech company Matija Blech. It was built back in 1923. Before the Second World War, the building in Kolačeva Street was branch of the Yugoslav Bank. By court decision 1947, the building was confiscated and then Yugo Export was established. This representative palace was built in the spirit of academism. Architecture plastic on the building is the work of the sculptor Kirill Pavic from Prague. The building is one of the many protected monuments of the cultural heritage of the city of Belgrade. The facade remained unchanged from its original appearance. Hotel has 68 modern furnished accommodation units of different types and sizes. Each room and suite has a recognizable combination of traditional chic and modern design. Rooms are equipped to meet expectations of business guests. Air-conditioned TV, free Wi-Fi, and list goes on. Hotel as well offers the breakfast in aperitif bar. So guys, if you are considering staying in this hotel, feel free to stay in this hotel. I'm highly recommending center number 1. And you don't need to mention my name. You'll not get a discount or something like this because I don't sell nothing. This is honest opinion, guys. If you are single or solo traveler, if you're with a family or if you're with your partner, it's a great hotel to stay. It's in the center of the Belgrade city. One thing I want to share with you, since this traveling started, 5 days ago I started my trip. I still can't catch up in my proper sleep because the jet lag, it's far beyond, my comprehension. I don't know why it takes me so long to recover. Maybe it's our age, maybe it's the weather, maybe it's who knows what it is, but it's absolutely imperative to prepare myself for next time because it's like, it's easy to take some sleeping pills and you go sleep and everything else, but I want to do some more natural these things. And since I'm traveling, being exposed to the different temperatures, different atmospheric environment and everything else, I think maybe that's what it is. But I'm still waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, my 5th day, my eyes are open. So what I'm doing, I'm working. So this is a one little complaint that I don't like it. Wasn't happened before. Before wasn't that problem. Before I, will fall asleep very quickly, not anymore. And another thing it is, in this hotel there's no gym. So that is so sort of puts me offside, because I like it when I'm in a hotel where there's a gym. So in this hotel there's no gym, but jet lag is strong and I'm still want to desperately to sleep all night till early morning, at least 7 o'clock in the morning. So let's go see what's going to happen further. Anyway, this morning I wake up, I done the work. That's the best part. If you're traveling, if you can't sleep, at least do some work. Go in a hotel gym, sweat yourself, move yourself, do some activities. The time goes by. Use that time against the jet lag, not against yourself. So that's the take for the jet lagging, my experience. I said before that I'm gonna share with you my personal views on Belgrade. Belgrade was capital city of Yugoslavia, and he stopped become the capital city when the civil wars started in 1990s, particularly Slovenia, then Croatia, where I took the part fighting for independence in Croatia. But my very first time when I come in Belgrade from my city, Osijek, here was in 1987, when I go for the medical exam and all these sort of testings, and you meet the panel of the generals and the doctors to enter the military school. And I do remember when we traveled from my city, Osijek, here in Belgrade, when we saw this high-rise buildings on 20 floors, we were thinking we were in New York. We didn't know what to expect. Somehow Belgrade, he lost a little bit that little charm, because Yugoslavia was truly city of the cities, and Yugoslavians was always proud of this. I remember my very first time when I went in McDonald's here, because we got a couple nights off, we can wander around the city. So it was the very first McDonald's in Yugoslavia. So the West was slowly start coming in East, meeting the East. That's the 80s was interesting times, where the communism and socialism was start falling apart because the economy was collapsing, but not because the economy was just bad. Across the globe was a lot of uncertainties. Anyway, we went in McDonald's, and I remember seeing McDonald's. Wow, McDonald's is like in the movies or some commercials. But I remember there was a line in front of McDonald's. We couldn't wait to go inside. Can you imagine 14, 15 years old kids see McDonald's very first time, that smell and everything else? And I remember I told my mom when I come home, I said, can you make me burgers? My mom, she made me a couple of slaps, because she told me that's for the rich people. Stop dreaming, that you're gonna eat a burger, so you're gonna eat some soup with the veggies. Well, she was smart on that one. At least you don't gain the weight. But Belgrade, he lost the charm. However, Yugoslavia was a very interesting place to live, with the capital city of Belgrade, because as I said, Belgrade was always capital city, kingdom of Serbians, Slovenians and Croatians, the kingdom of Yugoslavia. Then we have the Federative Republics of Yugoslavia as well. Here, capital city was Belgrade. And it was a different type of communism than in Eastern Bloc. For those who don't know, Tito was, as El Presidente of Marshal Tito, very well known across the globe. He was very well respected leader. He was very, very ruthless leader as well. People that don't know this. It was a different type of socialism. He tried to make it more like a type of liberal socialism where the unions will run the country, you know, something what I'm seeing in Australia, like where the unions, when I hate the word unions, I know it's a trouble. So the troubles started in 1968 when in Belgrade was the first riots by the students who called Tito and the party, Communist Party, to change something. Tito was a hardcore communist. However, Yugoslavia never belonged under the ruthless leadership of the Joseph Stalin. Joseph Jugashvili Stalin. Well, because 1948, Stalin told Tito to come and join the brotherhood of the communist parties and countries and everything else. Tito said no. Reason why the Stalin wanted Tito to go under the Stalin thumb was excuse that Communist Party in Yugoslavia, actually they are thieves, which is true because they are robbed everything possible they could rob after the king left the country, the Germans left the country, so they literally robbed everything, they nationalized everything, and they were embarrassment for the International Committee of the Communists. And Tito says, I don't want to be the part of your bigger conglomerate of the countries you controlling. So what's happened there, the people don't know these facts. During the Second World War, everybody was looking communist high into the Stalin. Now, when the war finished, everybody was looking for themselves. But Tito done the step forward. Everybody who supported the Stalin, he will end up on an island called Naked Island. I'll make a video about this one. I'm going to put you in the comment section below so you can see it. So that is the Belgrade. Belgrade was always the face of this country, where all 6 republics will come here as a pilgrimage, you know, to see how this city was grown, how the socialism and communism was growing, how successful it is and everything else. I grew up in Republic of Croatia. That was Republic of Serbia, Republic of Macedonia, Republic of the Bosnia and Herzegovina, Republic of Slovenia. You know, there was a Republic of Montenegro. So it's 6 republics and 2 territories being run from here, central. So we have 6 republics and 2 territories. However, people had the expression that in Belgrade it's established 7th Republic. And what that was a Yugoslav Federal People Army. So today when you walk into Belgrade with me, you can see all these shops, you can see all these streets, you know. Most of the things, they were never been recovered after the wars in 90s because there was no money, it was the wars, you know what I mean? There was all this money expenditure. There was never enough money for infrastructure. People move in the cities, but infrastructure never followed this one. But in Belgrade, you have 2 things. You can enjoy the good life here, and you can eat very well and have a good time. People are very open, people are very warm here. We're gonna have the very, very good conversations with the locals. They speak very well English as well. They are open to learning, they're open to the advancing career. So like, you know, they will talk to you, you know what I mean, the cons and pros of this lifestyle here in Serbia. But as you can see in my video, you can see people love to eat, people love the restaurants, people love the good music, people love the good fun, they want to relax. So I highly recommend to visit Belgrade. I highly recommend to see the Belgrade on Serbian. Come see it. Don't be shocked. The culture shock is going to be there for you. Absolutely. Don't expect the sophistication as you have maybe in some other foreign Western countries. But people are trying hard here to live. Another thing is you can see a lot of beggars, which government fighting for decades. I know beggars, the gypsies, the pikeys, the beggars, the so-called invalids. They're begging for money. They come to you over the lunch or the dinner, in a restaurant, and they're begging for money. It's normal part of the life. Don't be afraid. And the police is here strong. They're fighting a lot of things as ever across the globe. But I say it's a relatively safe country, relatively safe country. I can guarantee you that one, that it's so safe country. But I say like sophistication-wise, it's not like you can see maybe in Germany, but they're trying very hard. So guys, I give you high recommendation to come to visit the Belgrade. Now, that brings me to the end to my day number 5, and tomorrow morning I'm heading to London, where my journey starts to take a different shape. So stay tuned, we're going to talk more about this.